The Mandela effect is a claim that our reality is changing. One of the changes claimed is that Jesus Christ no longer was hung on a cross. He was hung on a tree. In the Old Testament, written in Hebrew, Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 22, and if a man have committed a sin worthy of death, and he be to be put to death, and thou hang him on a tree, verse 23, his body shall not remain all night upon the tree, but thou shalt in any wise bury him that day. And also in the New Testament, which was written in Greek, the book of Acts and Galatians refers to Jesus Christ being hung on a tree. It should be noted that the authors of the New Testament would have been fluent in Hebrew and understood the laws and customs of the Hebrews. Jacob Prasch explains why the Bible refers to Jesus Christ being hung on a tree.
We were all lame until we met Jesus, and he empowered us to pick up our cross and follow him. We think of the healing of the paralytic at the pool of Bethesda in John chapter 5. He was no longer confined to the wooden pallet where his flesh had to stay, his body had to stay, because he couldn't make it into the water in time when the waters moved. And Jesus healed him. But once Jesus healed him, Jesus told him, pick up your pallet and sin no more. Now the pallet was made of wood. The Hebrew word for tree and the Hebrew word for wood is the same term, eitz in Hebrew. Pick up your eitz. You can say cross, Slav, but it's a tree is made from wood, eitz. Cursed is everyone who hangs on an eitz, okay? A pencil can be called an eitz because it's made from wood, mainly, wood and carbon, okay, in modern spoken Hebrew. Anything made from a tree is called tree, in other words.
So as Jacob Prasch just said, the word is eitz, which means tree or wood, and the Hebrew people would refer to anything made out of wood as tree. So in conclusion, the authors of the Bible were living under Hebrew law and customs, and therefore would refer to a wooden object as tree. Jesus Christ was hung on a wooden cross. Therefore, Jesus Christ was hung on a tree. And this is a much more reasonable explanation than a supernatural text change proposed by the Mandela effect proponents.